What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another 2022 NBA mock draft video to, of course, be going over with you guys. This time I actually wanted to talk about who I think the Sacramento Kings should select with their 4th overall pick. Again, this is one of the most interesting picks in the draft because even though, to me, I really like the player who I've got them selecting, I know it's a big conversation right now on who is the 4th best player in the draft, because the top 3 are like pretty set. I think everyone knows who the top 3 are, but then when it comes to the 4th best, there's a lot of people bringing up a lot of different discussions on who the Kings should draft, whether this is best fit, the best talent, this and that. I'll be talking about it all, of course, in this video, but again, before we get into it, I just wanted to say that this is actually going to be a clip from my official 2022 NBA mock draft. Again, I would really highly recommend you guys go and check out that full video. You get to see, what other teams and what are, the players that I have them taking. But yeah, I'll of course be linking that video in the description down below, where, as I said, highly recommend you guys go and check it out. If you guys do, of course, go and do that. Even comment in that video's comment section saying that you came from this one. All that type of stuff. Again, I would really appreciate it. But I guess without further ado, here's who I think the Sacramento Kings should, of course, select with their 4th overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft. With the 4th overall pick, the Sacramento Kings, this is a bit of a debatable one. A lot of people have them taking different players. For example, some people have them taking best available, who could honestly be argued whether that's Shaedon Sharpe, Keegan Murray, or Jaden Ivey, or even an AJ Griffin. But I've got the Sacramento Kings yet again taking the 4th forward in this draft class. Again, Holmgren could be considered obviously center, which I think he obviously was in college, but I think going to the NBA he might play that Evan Mobley type role, which I've mentioned, especially on the Magic. But yeah, this is the 4th forward going in this draft class now, and honestly, I do see some people have them taking Jaden Ivey, 6'4" guard, but I just don't think the Sacramento Kings can take another guard. I don't think they really need to. Plus, Keegan Murray, in my opinion, is so talented. I really like this guy. Honestly, I would say he's probably one of my favorite players in this draft class. I honestly feel really bad for Portland Trailblazers fans, because I know a lot of them were kind of hoping they would win the lottery and they would be able to take this really skilled guy. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be for them, and he is now, kind of landed in the Sacramento Kings lap. For those of you who don't know, he's basically a 6'8" power forward that can guard the small forward position as well. Really good perimeter defender and floor spacer in the league. Honestly, I just would really like to compare him to a guy who I think could be a much better, of course, Obi Toppin type, Otto Porter, I think Jay Crowder type as well. And then obviously having the ability, I think, to develop into a Pascal Siakam type with maybe better, of course, perimeter defense. Again, he just really does what those type of role players, do in the league. Like, again, a comparison, a Jay Crowder, a dude that will guard the perimeter all game and shoot threes at a really good rate, and again, will always score you 9 to 14 points per game while being one of the best defenders on the court. But I think Keegan Murray has the ability to be much better than all of those players, and again, eventually maybe develop into a Pascal Siakam type, where he's just a really good athletic perimeter defender that can definitely score all over the court while just being a good 3-point shooter. Honestly, Keegan Murray, yes, he has the potential to develop into a star, but honestly, he's exactly what I think the Sacramento Kings should be looking for right now. Not a dude who needs to put up amazing shots in his first couple of years, but a dude who can come in and be a really good perimeter defender, and of course be, I think, good offensively as well, and just with the all-around the perimeter, whether it's being a defender or shooting threes. Similar to what the Chicago Bulls did a couple of years ago, where they took Patrick Williams, where they just said, hey, we need a really good perimeter defender, we need a good shooter, let's take this guy. I think Keegan Murray can obviously do that, but way better. I've liked Keegan Murray a lot, and he'd be perfect for Sacramento. Again, they've got some shot creators. They've got De'Aaron Fox, they've got, of course, Domantas Sabonis. Both of those dudes can put up big shots. But now that they've lost Buddy Hield, and there's a rumor, Harrison Barnes could be getting traded, something that Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox and even Davion Mitchell, if he starts next season, don't have is none of them are particularly good three-point shooters. And all of them, I wouldn't say any of them besides Davion Mitchell are consistent perimeter guys either. That's why I think Keegan Murray would just be so perfect for this team. Get him in, put him on the perimeter, make him defend and make him shoot, and who cares if he only averages you like 8 or 9 points per game in his first year. As long as he's hitting threes consistently and putting up good defense, that's the type of stuff that's going to get the Sacramento Kings to the playoffs for like the first time in a billion years. And hey, if it all goes well, he could develop into being a 20-point per game type scorer, similar to a Pascal Siakam. But again, this is the type of guy I think they need to be taking at pick 4. Not another guard like Jaden Ivey. Yes, he would help out a lot, but again, Davion Mitchell I wouldn't say is as good as Jaden Ivey, but he ticks a lot of the boxes that Jaden Ivey already does, and I just don't think you need another one. Plus, they really like Davion Mitchell, and I think he'll potentially start next year. So let's just say they get Keegan Murray, and they keep Harrison Barnes. I think that team could 100% contend for the playoffs, especially in a weaker, Western Conference. Plus, get a good coach and fill out that bench. You've got Davion Mitchell at point, De'Aaron Fox at the 2, Harrison Barnes at the 3, Keegan Murray at the 4, and Domantas Sabonis at that 5. That starting 5 has got a lot that you need. Shot creating, 3-point shooting, perimeter defense, maybe lacks on interior defense. But yeah, I think that's a playoff team for sure, especially if they get a good coach and get that bench going. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys agree with my top 5 mock draft? Do you guys not? Of course, I would definitely like to know. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel, my IRL/Long channel. All of them will be linked in the description down below, and check out my podcast as well if you haven't already, which will all be linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.